Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today we're here at Paracel Storm, located in the South China Sea. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action out on the course. Frank, looks like a bit of a war zone out there.
Interesting layout, Rich. 18 par threes ahead of us, and well, we're going to have to negotiate ourselves around there, hopefully with radio control, and we can fire when we're ready.
One of the most unusual courses in the world. Players hitting across islands, over buildings, and off an aircraft carrier. You couldn't ask for much more.
This is not for the faint of heart.
Frank, no leisurely stroll from the clubhouse to the first tee. Like most golf courses, here we go from an aircraft carrier on the first tee.
Yeah, it's a scary little sight trying to take off there on that opening tee shot. Green situated on a little island. 186 yards, though. That's what we've been radioed in, the yardage today.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. And getting ready for the putt. One under early in the round. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, as we look at the second, your average hole with, say, a few bunkers, maybe even a pond, that would be a walk in the park compared to what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, early surveillance said that guard shack just to the right of the green is actually not empty, so be a little aware of that when you cross the bridge. Green just 167 yards away, though, from the tee. This is pretty good, Rich. Maybe just a touch right.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. So with that, the score is now at even par. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Oh my goodness, Frank, I have never seen anything quite like this. What in the world's going on?
That's a destroyer, and it's off course, and it's heading straight for the island.
Look out!
Well, we're going to have to send in backup now, Rich. We'll need a drone just to try and find out the exact yardage, because that ship now has blocked the view.
Talk about a tough defense set up around a green. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. what's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop, this now the 3rd shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Ball sitting down here in the rough, he's digging in. Oh, what an incredible shot. This from about 10 feet. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Drops it, and he's at even par. Frank, here at the 4th, there's an awful lot going on.
Well, there certainly is. Solar panels, radar tower is up and ready to go, so it will confirm the landing on the other side. If it's successful, this rather long par 3 around the 230-yard mark, so this is going to be all carry. Got to land that ball on the green. It will not run through that beach area. And of course the trees and the palm trees all the way around. If this isn't flighted properly, it will not find the destination.
Seems like too much for just one man. This looks like a job for an entire flight crew, Frank.
Well, Rich, we should dig ourselves a trench and see what happens.
Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up.
Second shot.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Even par, currently.
Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Stays at 1 under with that par. Frank, you and I have called golf from around the world. In fact, we had our broadcast position in the Grand Canyon in a hot air balloon. Tell you what, I'm glad we didn't pick that spot to broadcast from. That would have been lights out early.
It would have, but I don't even know if our observation tower that we're situated in is going to be safe. The destroyers come and hit the land. And of course, the 5th hole, this par 3 at just over 200 yards. That should be rather interesting, but hopefully we'll be safe. Let's batten down the hatches while we watch the tee shot. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Might need some wings just to clear this hazard.
That water is looking rather intimidating.
So this will be the 3rd shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Oh, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Has this now for bogey. Just a shade over par, +1. Frank, here at the 6th, a really fascinating hole.
It is mid sort of 200 yards, shared greens, a bit like St Andrews. But because you're hitting it over an island, you're almost going to have to parachute this tee shot in here and get it to land softly. There's a lot of things going on behind to the left and the side. It's like a little village that you're heading into. Hopefully you don't need a passport.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality. Should be safely on deck.
So with a make, moves to even par. Three under on the day. Now on to the 7th, and Frank, this is, to say the least, a dangerous hole.
You've got to hit it across that retaining wall, or that protective barrier to stop the sand and the enemy coming in. Really, the green sets up nicely for the tee shot, but be wary. There might just be a minefield out there.
Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Good number, 140 yards. Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer, or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field. Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now you have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
And getting ready for the putt. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Partner, look at that. Left here at the 8th hole. You and I could shoot a little hoop. You want to play a little donkey?
Yeah, it's very observant of you, Rich. Also, the barracks just up ahead that protect the left side of this green. So there's a lot of visual intimidation on this par 3. Follow the sandy trail, and there's green at the end.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
Well, we've got about 135 yards left. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Frank, that looked good to me. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
A makeable putt right here. He is